Hey there. So it's been about a month since I came on live to talk about my business. And at the beginning of the year, I committed to coming on live every day to talk about the thoughts I was having about my business, the revelations I was having each day. And guess what? I wasn't having a revelation every day. So back in 2018, 2019, when I was doing daily live streams and I was growing in leaps and bounds as far as my personal development, the way I was thinking about life, undoing and unraveling all of the lies I had been told that I believed, and learning new things and learning about myself and coming out of my shell and basically having a midlife crisis on camera every day. That time period of my life was very fruitful. I was growing very fast. So what I've learned now is that I don't have those really rapid shifts in mindset anymore. I did a lot of work. I'm a totally different person. You can watch Travel Chat and see all of that unfolding, but I'm not that person anymore. And what I found now when I try to do a daily live stream again talking about my growth and development is that I don't shift that quickly. And I stopped doing the daily live streams because they were boring. They were boring. I was watching them and I was like, this is boring. And I stopped doing it because it was forced. So, full transparency, I was coming on live and I was talking about things that was happening at the time, but it wasn't like a huge revelation. It was tiny little pieces of revelations. And that was boring to me. I didn't want to put you through watching it. I didn't want to watch it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not coming on again until something is actually shifting. And I realized that it's been a month and I've had two pretty major shifts in my thought process and in my business. So today I want to talk to you about one of them, and the next time I feel so inclined, maybe tomorrow, I'm not promising, I'll come on and talk to you about the other one. So this one has really come to the front of my mind because I had a client this morning who had a similar issue, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is a thing. This is what I'm working through right now. Let me tell you what, I'm a couple steps ahead of you. Let me tell you what I'm thinking about it. And she was like, wow, like she's in it too. So you have to slow down if you want to speed up in business. If you are in a hurry, you are going to get nowhere fast. And I was in a hurry and getting nowhere fast for the past 6 years. So here's where it shows up. I'll talk about me because your situation may be different, and then I'll tell you a little bit about my client. But I think this is a cultural thing too, but I keep wanting to put it on you. It's not you, it's me. It's probably you, but it's definitely me. I don't feel like I have the time and space to slow down and let things be done well. It feels like it's a luxury to just not worry about it right now and just kind of say, oh, I have this idea and I'm going to think about it for a little while. I'm going to give it some space to breathe, and I'm going to casually talk about it with people, and let's see how it goes and if it comes to fruition. That has never been my life. And my client this morning, she was saying the same thing. That has never been her life. She's always been in hustle mode, in survival mode. When an idea comes, I got to implement it right away. I got to run. That's how I felt too. And my coach, Danielle, who you've seen on the channel a lot, brought it to my attention that I'm a rapid implementer, right? I have an idea. I have tons of ideas all day, all the time. I'm one of those like ideas machine type people. And I try to implement as soon as possible because I'm afraid that the idea is gonna like go away, or like I'm gonna get distracted and be on to another idea. And so I try to hurry up and do the ideas that are in my head when I'm excited about them. odds are when you do that, you don't really finish completely the idea. If you're trying to outrun your creativity, or like hurry up and bring something before you lose interest in it. That happens too, right? You have this idea for a project, you start working on it and you lose interest in it, and so you have all these like half-done projects all over the place. Maybe ADHD brain, maybe, right? But like, you're always trying to outrun your own creativity. The problem with that is that you get nowhere fast. You're running, and you're getting nowhere fast. And that's what was happening to me. So it is my 6th year in business. I still do not have a working funnel. Like, that's what I'm working on now. That's what Danielle was helping me to like calm down and do the funnel, do it right this time, because it's been 6 years and I probably created 18 different funnels, 18 different lead magnets. I have all this content. I have all these 5-day challenges, and I have all this stuff. But I don't have a coherent way for someone to come, like to find me, come into my universe, and take the steps to learning about what I do and to become a client. Don't have that, right? I'm building that right now, and I'm building it differently than I have in the past. So this time, as I'm building it, it's slowly, luxuriously taking the time to make sure all the pieces are right. I'm terrible at editing videos, which is why I'm live right now. I'm terrible at editing videos. Instead of pretending that my video editing is terrible and it's okay, let someone else do it and make it right, like make it better, make it something someone actually wants to watch. So the last video I edited, side note, one of my clients sent me a message. Kia, shout out to Kia. She sent a message, I know you're watching this, and she's like, that last video that you made was amazing. Not the video, the messaging was amazing. So, and I took that face value. I knew the video was terrible. I knew the messaging was dialed in, because for 6 years, I've been getting to know my ideal client. I've been getting to know not just the parts that I identify with where she is me, but also the parts where she's different from me, and how that plays into it, and how do spenders think, and how does this work, and how can I serve them better. I've been doing that for 6 years. So my delivery is dialed in. I had a new person come into, like somehow she slid right on in, right? Like I had a new person come into my world. I didn't talk to her. I didn't do a consult. I didn't have to convince her of anything. She came into the program. She's getting results. She started doing like everything on the orientation list. She's doing it. So I'm like, oh, my delivery is working, but my marketing, the sales portion, like all that part is where I need to focus my time and energy, because that's the part where instead of getting really good, like taking my time and learning it and getting really good at it, I was a course junkie, right? I was just buying all the courses, getting all the quick fixes, thinking, as most of the gurus were teaching, I was thinking there could be a shortcut to that, right? This is so full circle for me right now, which is why I'm coming on to talk about how it's an epiphany. It's so full circle that all the gurus were selling a shortcut. This was 2020 when I jumped in. I know they've been doing this probably since 2014. I don't know. But in 2020, 2021, 2022, they were selling a shortcut. Oh, let me tell you what I did and you can get there faster. No, it doesn't work like that. I couldn't get there faster. I got there and I backed up and I got there and I was just doing all of this work, and here I am. It's not faster. I'm having to come back. Now I know all the things, I know all the pieces, I know where they go, but I never did build them because I was building them using someone else's, cheat codes and all of that. And it wasn't from me. And I didn't fully understand it. So here I am in a position to now, like, okay, my delivery is good. The financial school for spenders is good. You get results, but I gotta sit down and carefully, with time and space, to figure out the marketing and the sales part. You can't skimp on that. If you cheat on that, you will find yourself back trying to figure that out later. If you just run paid ads and just get people through the door, you will have to come back and figure out how to market and sell when your paid ads don't work anymore. So I see it all over the place, and now I see it in me. I was watching other people do this, but I was like, oh no, I was really cocky about that. Like, oh no, I got the cheat codes. I got this course. I got that course. I got this mentor. I got that program. I'm not going to have to double back. I had to double back. So my entire month of February, I have like hardly any social media posts going out because I am sitting in the behind the curtain part, fixing the things that have been, waiting to be created, I'll keep wanting to say perfectly, not perfectly, but like created in a deeper way. So that's where we are. So it's blowing my mind. It's really blowing my mind. But that's where we are. So I'm not having an epiphany a day. I'm having an epiphany maybe every 2 weeks. And I'm sitting in the discomfort of Danielle, my life coach, is helping so much because she hears me say these things and she's able to push me a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Okay, a lot outside of my comfort zone, to where I'm like, okay, let me sit in that for the whole week and see what's coming up, right? So that's where I am. That's one of my major epiphanies, is that you speed up, you take the shortcuts, you end up having to double back anyway. So you may as well go slow, have the time and the space, take the time to learn it and do it right. I wouldn't say the first time, because people could have told me this the first time and I wouldn't have listened, right? But maybe not the first time, and maybe the second time or the third time, right? It's been 6 years. There's been plenty of opportunity. I've done this thing 18 times. And maybe that's part of business too. Maybe part of business is doing it over and over again, because each time, each iteration, my messaging got better and more clear. I understood what I was selling, who I was selling to better and more clearly with each iteration. So maybe that has to happen. Maybe that's part of the epiphany, is that you're right where you're supposed to be. It didn't take you an extra long time. Like, this is the normal time that it takes, right? Who knows? So that's what I have for you today. Tomorrow, maybe, I'm not going to promise, because I always kick myself when I promise things, but the next time I come on, I'm going to talk about this epiphany I have about split energy, and how I want a certain outcome, but because part of me does not want that, I haven't allowed myself to get it. And I finally see that now, and I see where it's showing up, and I've had this split energy that I've been ignoring, and I'm tackling it now. So I'm going to tell you all about that the next time I come on. All right, bye. Have a wonderful day.